rock, Scully.
Yes.
And I'm from Carmel, California.
And you are or were? You are currently?
No, there's no Grateful Dead left anymore. So I was their manager for 20 years, from 65 to 1985. And along with some of the spin-off bands like the Jerry Garcia Band and New Riders of the Purple Sage.
Oh, I didn't know that was a spin-off band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That started with Jerry on pedal steel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
Okay.
he and the rest of the band were like our opening act for a few years.
Oh, okay.
It was too much for Jerry to switch from playing pedal steel to playing electric guitar. It was
that's interesting.
too tough.
That's interesting.
So anyway, that was my management sphere.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it was very tough because we did not have cell phones.
To manage all the folks must have been difficult to coordinate them, correct?
Terrible.
Yeah? And now your daughter is in film?
My daughter is working in documentaries
Okay.
so far. Hopefully she'll do a film about her father.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Or about the early days with the Grateful Dead, actually.
Oh, that'd be fabulous. Did you have fun?
Well, yeah, you know, the 60s were a blast.
I was there.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
And you probably still remember some things, too.
I remember I really had a good time. I had a great time. And I remember a great deal.
Yeah. Well, our house in the Haight Ashford, was kind of like the mayor's mansion, you know?
Oh, how lovely, yes.
Well, it was hard to live in with people camped out all over the place. But we did have some interesting house guests, you know.
And who was your most memorable?
Oh, Neil Cassidy, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came from... He was one of our crossover guys that came from the Beat generation over to the hip
Oh, that's
generation.
interesting, yes, yes.
And he became a prankster and kind of
how interesting.
one of Ken Kesey's right-hand guys.
Yes, yes, yes.
He was Moriarty and on the road.
Really?
So he was,
Okay. Oh, really?
That's
Okay,
Neil
okay,
Cassidy.
okay.
There was Jack Kerouac's running mate all through that on the road craziness. And,
Oh, yeah.
So he made an easy transition to go to Kesey and the bus.
Oh, how interesting. How interesting. You guys didn't have anything to do with the hog farm people, did you?
Oh yeah, still
You
do.
did? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. No, they were a commune, a hippie commune.
Yes.
I hate to put it in that kind of a category. It was way more than that. But Wavy Gravy, who most of us in San Francisco knew was Hugh Romney, was a stand-up comedian, and his opening act was Tiny Tim.
Oh, that's interesting.
So the comedians of North Beach and LA and places like the Purple Onion and some of these nightclub guys like, I don't know, the list would go on and on. But again, these were crossover guys for us, you know.
Oh, that's interesting.
So Hugh Romney became Wavy Gravy with Ken Kesey, and of course the house band for Ken Kesey was the Grateful Dead.
My girlfriend Michelle just did a documentary on Wavy Gravy.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, she did, and
that's a very fine film, actually.
You saw her film?
Well, I think so. It's the one that's out right now.
Yes.
I don't know of any other one.
That's her. Well, I met her years ago. She brought, I did the art for Woodstock 99 for Michael Lang on behalf of Robert Kennedy Jr. We did Artists of Peace in the Environment.
Yeah, right.
And he donated a piece with Trixie Garcia.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah, they worked on a piece together.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
And then I stayed in touch with her, and I ran into her when Michael's documentary on Woodstock for HBO was aired in Manhattan.
I haven't seen that.
That was a pretty good documentary. I forget who he used as the producer. Everybody who knows.
My daughter is connected to the Phil Oaks.
Oh, really?
That's out right now.
Oh, really? That's supposed to be a great documentary.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I haven't seen it.
Who's going to air that one, do you know?
Well, I don't know, but she was
He was one of my favorites, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but it's, I know, my daughter was at the Woodstock Music Festival, Film Festival.
Correct.
So on. And this year she was at Sundance and they were doing Harry Belafonte was going to come out.
Oh, excellent.
I guess the end of the year or something, if they're pushing it already. But the Phil Oaks just opened in San Francisco.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Ramblin' Jack Elliott showed up, and all the old timers.
Oh, that's fabulous. So who was the next? What was your most memorable outside of personality experience when you were in your apartment?
Our house?
Yeah. It was a house or
Oh, yeah, it was a house. No, we've not been in an apartment. Not even a large apartment. Well, it was just an exciting time. We had all the musicians as the center of activity. Janice was there a lot. All the visiting bands, Paul Butterfield and Elvin Bishop, and all of those folks that would come into town. And then the English people, English musicians,
yes,
when they came
yes.
to San Francisco, they wanted to see where it was all happening. And Haight-Ashbury was where it was all happening. And then
right.
they wanted to know where the rest of it was happening. It was just
it was your house.
710 Ashbury.
That's interesting. I was friends with Epi, who ran my father's place. Really good friends.
Excellent place. We always played out there whenever we were out here.
I remember.
And the New Riders did too, and Commander Cody, and all the bands.
Epi was another creature altogether on planet Earth.
Yeah, there were just very few good places to play. It's unbelievable to us that a huge, multi-million populated city like New York
had nothing.
We heard all of these live recordings from the Cafe A Go-Go or what are the other great jazz places? Vanguard, Village Vanguard.
Right.
You go to the Village Vanguard and it's really not very big at all.
Very tiny. Yeah, very tiny.
I mean, that was sort of the fate of musicians mostly, and for most of us that were inclined to either folk or bluegrass or jazz.
Yes.
There was nothing but these small, smoky.
No, these were small clubs in Manhattan. Very tiny.
Yeah. But that was the case across the country.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, in terms of going out and playing. So San Francisco kind of busted loose with these dance concerts.
Oh, that's interesting. Was the evolution then? That's where Phil Graham must have come in and...
Yeah, and Chet Helms, so Family Dog and Bill Graham Presents and so on. So that was a big change because for the most part, rock and roll bands didn't really have much club work except, pizza places and beer halls and Saturday night kind of deals. It was never really that much fun. It was fun for them and everything, but the guys would go home with maybe a good night with $40 a piece. So it's like paid like the jazz guys got paid.
So it organically spun its own activity, like spiraling up and creating its own space.
Consequently, we ended up amplified, so we could play to more people, and the more people we played to, the bigger the amplifier was, and so on and so forth.
Oh, that I didn't know. Oh, that's very interesting.
It went like that. But then, of course, also, because so many of these bands in San Francisco were jazzy, they like to improvise, we didn't fit on radio airplay like the Beach Boys.
Yeah, that I remember.
Or the Beatles. Their songs are 3 minutes. 3.5 to 4 minutes max.
Yes.
And each side has 6 songs on it.
That I remember. That one I remember.
And the way radio is built with advertising, they can only play a certain number of songs in an hour. And that's all based on how many ads they have.
Right.
So if a song's longer than 3.5 or 4 minutes, they're pushed for ad time.
So then you spun out the FM, the independent offshore FM stations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so people can hear the B-side.
Yeah, okay.
Or the whole album.
That's interesting. I will say this, when I was a kid, I was 13 and I read an op-ed in the New York Times on Bob Dylan. So a couple weeks later, I got up in the morning and I took myself on the train on a Sunday morning into the Village to look for Bob Dylan. Now, gosh, I didn't realize at 13 that Bob Dylan had probably gone to bed a couple hours before I got there.
Yeah, right, there you go.
And it took me a long time to figure that out. But I was so...
You might have figured out, too, that you were the only one on the train that was going in to see if they could find Bob Dylan. And
I was probably the only one. I probably didn't see or hear anything else on the train, but probably I was the only one on the LARR coming off the North Shore of Long Island to go into the Village to find Bob Dylan. Very, very funny. So what's your favorite personal moment in all of your experiences? The one that just edged? Where you say nothing?
The edging is constantly, it's pretty mobile.
Okay.
It morphs a lot.
Oh, thanks, Doc. We got this
Okay.
on film. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Okay.